Hey everyone, Southern Sage back again, and it's time to do an update on the garden. So I've done several videos on things I've been planting, so let's look at those first, because exciting things are happening. So starting off with our spring green shaker mix beds. Haha, we have babies! The squash that I had in a video before are coming up, and I planted the nasturtiums in with them like I talked about in the newspaper pod video. These little guys would be radishes. Those heart-shaped leaves are a telltale of a brassica. And in between you can see a few of these little bitty guys that are now coming up. A few crabgrasses too. That will be the lettuces that will fill in this bed. Now on its twin, so these are all roots. So you can see we've got some more brassicas. Now these would be turnips coming up, and these little guys I believe would be, let's see, I'm trying to remember what all I put in this mix. I don't know. All root crops. I don't see any of the beets yet, but I'm sure that they will be along. They're pretty distinctive when they come up. And you can see our squash over here are also coming up, so they'll be going up that trellis. And just for wow's factor, that's the lettuce. If you remember in the last garden update, these guys were about this big and there was all this space between them. And now I've got an amazing cut and come again bed. So what I do then is just start at one end and I cut the leaves above where they're growing new here until I have enough for a salad. And because this is all a mix, I get a pretty nice diverse loose leaf salad and make my way across. And by the time I get over here, these guys will be ready to cut again. And so until it gets too hot and they all start bolting, this will be fresh salad greens. And then I know you guys have been wanting updates on the carrots. So we didn't plant them very long ago, and carrots are very stubborn, but these are the first little baby carrots coming up. There's another one over there. They're super tiny, but I'm so excited. You know carrots because they have these itty bitty thin little bitty leaves, unlike about anything else. So the carrots are germinating. It's supposed to be cloudy here for another day, so they should come up, and this should be a nice smooth carpet of ferny carrot foliage here in the very near future. The potatoes and onion bed are doing great, some of them. So these onions are growing really well, and the potatoes in this bed are doing great. This bed, I don't know if I just forgot to plant potatoes because nothing came up. So you see the holes where I went back and replanted seed potatoes yesterday? So hopefully this bed will look like that one soon. I don't know what happened there. These two potato beds, some of them got zapped by frost. Almost the whole bed was up, and then we got a really cold frost. I didn't get them covered. That's on me. And so most of them didn't make it. So a few did, and you can see they're happy. And growing up through here, some nice starts. And then I'm going through and replanting the empty spots here. You can see my trowel where I'm working my way down this bed, replanting. The onions on the edges, though, are doing great. Like, they are enjoying the rain we've had the last couple of days, growing nice and strong. They've got a few more weeks before the days start getting too long and they hit their bulb switch. So hopefully that means I'll get some decent onions out of this bed. And then the garlic, right? And you can see why I put it on the list of the 5 easiest vegetables to grow. These guys have just been doing their thing with no fuss from me since last fall. I love them. They are so easy. We'll do another, I'm trying, I think, 6 different varieties of garlic. So I'll do an episode when I pull these up and show you guys the difference between them and how they all did for me. Then the green peas are exploding. Like, I think these weren't even germinated last time I did a garden update. And now they're getting long enough to start trying to climb things. You can see them starting to latch onto the trellis here. So the green peas are doing great, and I still owe you guys an episode on these clay pots for irrigation. Now, it's been raining enough that I really haven't had to do anything with them yet, but the rain will stop. So we'll get back to that. And then our cabbage planted in deep mulch is doing great. You can see I put it under a row cover. That's how I keep the cabbage moths off. It has been the most effective method, and you can see the ones on the end here are still getting eaten. But the ones in there, we scoot over for you, are looking pretty nice. And overall, this bed is doing quite well. I'm not sure how much you can see through that, and we're going to weight that back down. The broccolis on this end are also looking glorious and tall and full. And then our strawberries, haven't shown you guys these before, but they're growing well, and we've got lots of berries set on. So it won't be too many more weeks before we'll be picking strawberries out of this space. And then there's still more garlic, because again, I'm doing a variety trial, and my family eats a lot of garlic, and it's still amazing. I mentioned in the easiest plants to grow that I'm trying shredded paper under these. It has been a fabulous, fabulous mulch for keeping moisture in, and this is a mix of like junk mail paper and chipboard, so old cardboard boxes. So there you go. And then here soon, we'll get these beds filled when we start building the solar array that's going to go on that side of the garden. That's a whole nother project we'll get back to. And then you guys saw me transplanting newspaper pots for these guys. So our peppers and marigolds and tomatillos and tomatoes are all growing well. They won't go in the garden for a little while yet. I would like them to be a little bit bigger and a little more pampered before I start putting them out into their beds. But they're doing great. We still have some of the plants that came in a few weeks ago hanging out in their pots. I am getting them out slowly, but don't have all of them yet. And I still have to find a home for these leeks. But in the meantime, they're doing great in these pots. And the same for the kiwis. The trellis that they need to go on still hasn't been constructed, so I've got 5 kiwi vines hanging out in pots here until they can go home. And there you go. That's the garden update for now. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we're going to keep playing in the garden for the next few weeks because that's what time of year it is. So check back, let me know what you think, let me know if you have any questions on what's going on, or if there's anything else that you want to see an update on that I didn't get to just now. And thanks for tuning in. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, what you'd like to see more of, and thanks for being here. Bye.